the phonics mini lesson and you move to the component of the lesson where you're building understanding, there's some more resources that you might like to use. For instance, in this lesson, the first component of the lesson is to set the purpose or build understanding. So you would ask the students, tell the students that we're going to read several stories to practice identifying story elements. The story element is who the story is about, which is called the character, where the story takes place, which is called the setting, and what happens, which are called the important events in the story. You might like to use teachers the Envision It recording for story elements. You could pull that up and show it at this point to engage your students in the enduring understanding for this unit.
You need to know the parts of a story in order to understand it. Characters are the people or animals in a story. Characters can be real or make-believe. Who do you think the characters are in this story? That's right, the bunnies, Mommy, Daddy, brother, sister, and the wolf. Are these characters real or make-believe?
And so you would use that to emphasize the purpose of the unit would be to learn about the components of the story elements. Then we have a poem to introduce our story. The poem is in the text collection, and the poem is Batty by Shel Silverstein. And this is the poem, Batty by Shel Silverstein. The baby bat screamed out in fright, "Turn on the dark, I'm afraid of the light." And of course you can talk about bats being nocturnal animals. If your students need a little more background knowledge, you can plug in the video from the interactive text that is online. You can plug that in and play that for the whole group if you think that this is something that the students would need to build their background knowledge.
During the night, bats fly through the air. But during the day, bats relax and sleep. They hang upside down in dark places like caves, under bridges, or in holes in trees. A group or colony of bats can have more than 1 million bats. Each night, bats leave their roosts to feed on insects or fruit.
And that would be a good introduction to the story, to talk to the students about how bats are nocturnal animals. Later on in this lesson, in the reading analysis component of the lesson, we're going to talk about sequence. So you could actually plug in the Envision Animation video for sequence at the reading analysis component of the program, or since our narrative writing is going to focus on beginning, middle, and end of the story, you could plug this animation into the beginning of the writing lesson.
Sequence. A story has a beginning, middle, and end. The order of events is called the sequence. This story is about an apple.
And these are just a few of the digital elements that you might be able to plug into your lesson as you teach.